Listen vision. DC's #1 recording studio.
Hey, my darling.
Hello.
How are you?
It is wonderful. It's a wonderful day
As always,
in the
right?
UStyle magazine talk radio.
You better know it. Assalamu alaikum, my beautiful people. How are you guys?
Don't she look lovely?
Hush.
Don't she look lovely?
Hey, people.
Yeah, so this is your beautiful host.
I am Bridget, and I am over here with my girl.
Lonnie.
Don't she look gorgeous, y'all? I'm so mad. I'm looking at this hair, and I'm really feeling some kind of way right now.
Really feeling some type of way.
Yes, I am. You look absolutely beautiful, my girlfriend.
Thank you.
You do. You look
Thank
gorgeous.
you.
You glowing. I mean, she glowing. She look like a goddess sitting over here.
Yes, you better thank God for foundation. You better thank Him. Foundation and a little powder can take you a long way.
Exactly.
A long way.
Trust me.
Yes.
Now that I don't have the hair flowing, so I gotta find ways to do some extra stuff now.
Extra. Because she typically with
Stuff that's
the
within the
waterways
limits.
in the scope.
I'm telling you. Well, we
Wow.
want to thank you guys for joining us for another amazing Sunday over here at UStyle Magazine Talk Radio. We have a phenomenal show for you today with a beautiful, beautiful guest that's going to be joining us with something that's awesome that she's doing. And I am definitely looking forward to it.
Very creative and
Yes.
talented.
Exactly.
You know, for the children, we have to give back to our children. We have to just give them meaning.
I agree.
So this is going to be phenomenal. We don't want you, to lose focus. You're going to stay engaged and come on in, give us hearts and likes and all that great stuff.
That's right. Exactly.
Yeah.
And we want to thank you guys for giving us such great feedback. We've been getting everybody's likes and everybody's awesome compliments.
Yes.
So we just want to tell you guys thank you so much for continuing to support us and following us and continuing to support everything that Lonnie is doing to help all these beautiful women out here to be encouraged and keep pushing forward. So we just want to thank everybody. You guys have been absolutely amazing, and we really appreciate all of it.
All of it. Yes. So how's this week been going?
You know what? My week has been a journey. I'm telling you, every day is something new. For me that I am experiencing along this whole path here that I'm going, and I have to say I'm enjoying it.
Wow, that's good.
I really.
But I like how you're really researching and learning and just absorbing the whole.
I have to. It's funny because I had a conversation with my 15-year-old, the other day, and he said, I was out and I was looking for some more hijabs, and he said to me, "Mommy, are you becoming a Muslim?" So, my son's father he's Muslim.
Okay.
So he says, "Mommy, are you becoming a Muslim?" So I said, "Well, Saladin, I have definitely converted. And yes, Mommy is." I said, "Are you okay with that?" So he says, "I am." He says, "But my friends ask me at school if I believe in Jesus." And I said, "Oh." So, at this point, I'm kind of like listening, like, okay, so what was his answer?
What are you going to say?
Exactly. So his answer was, without this, I didn't have this conversation with him at all, but his answer was, "I believe in God and I believe in Muhammad."
Okay.
And I was just like, wow. So with that being said, that lets me know that he's listening.
Yeah.
And he's, making an assessment.
On his own,
On his own, exactly. So I was like, wow. Okay, well, let's see where this goes.
Okay. It's a journey.
So, yeah, it is. It's a journey. It's a journey. But, yeah, we're still dealing with this little girlfriend, though.
Oh, yeah.
You know, the last time we had the conversation, I went out on a date with them, you know. So I get a phone call from the school last Wednesday that him and this little girl is just having too much interaction.
Oh, okay.
You know, in school. From the
time
teacher.
and the place.
Yeah. So, you know, now it's time to kind of disperse.
Yeah.
You know, this whole little girlfriend thing. So I'll let you know how this week goes.
I know. I know. You're taking 5 minutes long at the locker.
Let me
get your stuff and go.
I'm telling you. I told him, I said, see, I gave you a little bit of rope, and now you done took it and done ran with it.
Ran.
So now that's it. I won't hear nothing else about this girlfriend. That's it.
That's it.
Exactly.
Child, wait till you get to like my son who's 17.
Oh, I'm not ready.
I picked him up at work and he's like, oh, me and my girlfriend on my way, you know, to the movies and I'm taking her out to eat. I said, that's what you do with your paycheck?
He worked for it.
Oh, he does. He does. And, you know, last week they went to the Cheesecake Factory. I said, these ninjas now don't even take you to a Cheesecake Factory.
Exactly. So anytime a 17-year-old.
I said, what you doing? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Wendy's ain't good enough?
No.
He's like, no, Mom, I'm not taking her to a place like that.
See,
like,
and that lets you know that he cares about her.
The quality. Mm-hmm.
That's right, exactly. So that's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
You teaching them well.
Mm-hmm. Save your coins, sir. Save your coins.
Exactly.
That's all I'm saying.
So what you got going on?
This weekend was amazing. So I had a few dance workshops.
Okay.
My kids was in a competition, so
I was going to say I saw pictures of that.
Yes.
What was that about?
So I teach dance, as most of you know.
Mm-hmm.
I'm at a lot of studios, so a few kids that I've choreographed for at the studios, they competed yesterday.
Okay.
So my solo got first place.
Oh, awesome!
And
Congrats.
my group routine got first place. So I'm excited watching the kids really grow and just be a sponge and take it all in.
Exactly.
And today was my last class for my own Dynasty Arts and Movement class.
Okay.
And just to see how the kids like really progress in an 8-week time.
No, Lonnie, now you used to dance, correct?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I still, when somebody need me to do a good count,
all right now.
I'll come. I'll come for the people. So last year I was really heavily dancing. I got a few calls for funerals.
Okay.
I actually opened up for a wedding last year, and I had to actually dance the bride down to the groom. That was different, and it was really, really nice.
Right.
Really, really nice. So it was choreographed well. It just meshed well. The groom was like, I didn't even expect that. Where did that come from?
Very good.
So it was good stuff.
So do you have have girls and boys? Or
yes, I do have girls and boys.
Oh, that's great, Lonnie. That's great.
Yeah.
That's great. So how is it trying to teach little boys?
Easy, because I think the adults put these labels on them or say certain things like, you sure you want to do this?
Right, exactly.
So it kind of makes them question themselves. But if a parent come to me that has a boy, they're just like, they're okay with them dancing.
Right.
I get the best of the kid. But when you kind of put in those restrictions and you keep trying to check in and like, no,
Exactly.
like, it's going to be whatever it is.
Exactly.
Like, don't try to, my child can't do ballet or my child can't do jazz or taps. And a lot of boys love tap.
Right, really?
They love tap. Most kids do. When they hear the clicking and the clocking and the
Well,
click.
I have to say, it even
As
mesmerizes
an adult,
me. I'm sitting there looking like,
adults, they're like clicking and the clock. Oh, okay.
Right.
I like that.
So you teach tap also?
I also teach tap. I teach ballet. I teach hip hop. I teach jazz. Awesome. Yes. But my favorite, everyone knows my favorite, acrobatics and contortion. That is my favorite.
Now I know doggone well you ain't doing no acrobatics and contortions. You got too much behind.
Yeah, you know what? Actually, it's not a weight thing. It's a strength thing. Because I took my master certification about 3 weeks ago, and some of the instructors that was doing some of this stuff, they were like bigger than most of the teachers.
Well, you're not big. I just said but.
No, you know what? That doesn't look. I just push the biscuit out the way and get into the positions that I need to get into. But I can still hang with the best of them.
I know that's right.
Drop down, do a split,
right.
get my eagle on. I can.
Right.
I can still get to the positions.
That's right.
So I'm gonna teach, Bridget here just maybe two tricks.
I got 47-year-old bones. That's not gonna happen.
You know what? It's not an age thing neither.
Oh, it's not that either. Whatever.
It's not, because you have some 80-year-olds doing yoga and putting,
I know,
and getting in them poses. I'm like,
I know.
How are they doing that?
I know. I don't know, but that would probably kill me.
Wow.
Well, do you want to? Well, actually, let's take a break.
Yes.
I want you to introduce our guest.
Yes.
And then we'll take a nice break so she can get up here and get situated and see what she got going on.
Yes, ma'am.
Listen Vision. DC's #1 recording studio.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back to UStyle Talk Radio.
Hey.
With your girl, Bridget.
Yes, indeed. Hey, you guys.
Yes.
And my girl, Lonnie down there.
Yes. So, you see all this fabulosity.
The beautiful colors.
Yes.
And look how it's blending in with the flowers.
Yes.
I'm so loving it. I'm so loving it. Yes.
All of this queen up in here. So it's just amazing. Oh my goodness. So this is our special guest. Her name is Lynetta Carson Owens. So she is creative. She's phenomenal. And I just want her, because I'm not going to spill all the tea, I want her to kind of just tell her what she's about.
Hello. First of all, I just want to say thank you guys for having me here.
Oh, of course.
It's just a pleasure to be here with two wonderful, amazing women.
Why, thank
so
you.
just thank you for sharing your platform with me.
Of course.
Yeah, so I started writing children's books about 2 years ago now. And I just wanted to, put something out there. One, my children inspire me to write. And then two, the people that I come across, grown folks, inspire me to write children's books.
Grown folks. Wow.
Grown folks.
How is that? Now I'm interested now.
Yes, get into the juice.
Right.
Yes, I just, I'm not sure if you know or not, but I'm a stylist also.
Okay.
So there's a lot of people that sit in the chair and, you get to talk to people a lot. I also majored in sociology and anthropology, so I love people and I love
look at that, y'all. See, beauty and brains. Look at that. Look at that now.
Get into it.
Love the people, love the culture, but just, I just see the different things that folks go through, and I think that sometimes if a strong foundation would have been laid in their youth, things will be much easier by the time they get grown.
Yeah.
I agree.
Whether that is their self-esteem, learning how to love themselves, because it's so easy to say, but to make love an action word and to put it, towards yourself first. Like if you ask anybody, let's say, I love me. Of course I love me.
But that's the natural thing to say.
Yeah.
Naturally you're going to say
that. Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, there's some times when I'm sure everyone can say, if I love me, then why did I do that?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Why did I let that happen to me, or why did I do that?
Exactly
You
Yeah.
know?
You're exactly right.
So, things like that, and then also some of the responses you get, whether you could be talking about food, you could be talking about religion, but the lack of empathy, the lack of the will to be a little bit more open-minded, I feel like if we can introduce that younger,
Yeah.
the world will be a
I
better
agree.
place.
Yes.
I
you know?
agree. I agree.
So I'm not saying that I gave up on the adults,
But we gotta
you
start
got
with
to
the
start with the
children.
babies.
You
Yeah.
gotta start with the
Yes,
I
children.
agree.
I wish
I
I had
agree.
a book like that to tell me about self-esteem or
Exactly.
being more open-minded and stuff like that. Again, maybe it would have set a different pavement for
I
me.
agree, and I believe that if you can start with the children, you'll have less broken adults.
absolutely. It's harder when they're adult.
Exactly. Yep.
Yeah.
I agree.
You
I
gotta
agree.
unclean a lot of stuff.
Yep.
Yeah.
I
Well, some
agree.
people they're like, I don't need to be fixed. I've been like this for years.
Exactly.
This is
Exactly.
the way I am.
Yeah.
So, what's the name of the book?
So I have written 10 so far. So
Oh,
I'm working
wow.
on. I wanted to make sure that this was not just, oh, you got this one thing that you got to say. So I took a
Exactly.
year just to write. So I wrote, one is called Equality. The other is You Just Be You. You Can Do It.
Okay.
God Is. So those are like the first four. So equality is about just not judging people, no matter where they live, how they live, what their income, what their race, what their social status, what their religion. Just treat them the way that you want to be treated. And you just want a fair
Exactly.
chance. You know, you just want
Exactly.
people to acknowledge you, see you,
Yeah.
love you, and accept you. So
and that falls in the lines of stop bullying.
Yeah.
yes, it
Yeah,
does.
grab
Yes,
it now.
does.
Exactly. And you'll
Yeah.
have, less bullying in schools and kids having more respect for one another.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. The You Just Be You is about knowing that it's okay to be different. You don't have to fall under the guise of mainstream. You don't have to change anything to fit in. If you, like to wear mismatched socks, then you wear your mismatched socks.
You gonna do it. You gonna
However
do
it is, whatever it is that makes you, just do it.
Exactly.
That's what makes the world more beautiful. That just makes the mixing pot,
Yeah.
Exactly.
even more diverse. You Can Do It. I feel like that book puts in a child's mind that no matter what it is, if you really put your mind to it, you can do it.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
And I think that when you learn that young, a lot of the doubt that you have by the time you are, really trying to do things and get out of college when you're in your 20s, if you've already it's already been instilled in you that no matter what it is, if you put your mind to it, you can do it.
You can do
You're
it.
going to approach it a little bit differently.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You're
That's
going
right.
to approach it with no fear.
Exactly.
Because even if you don't get it the first time, maybe you get it the second or the third or the fourth.
Exactly. Exactly.
So everything is just
like
really about laying a foundation. And the fourth one, God Is, that one is actually the first one that I wrote. And my daughter didn't inspire me to write that one.
Okay.
And we were driving in the car and she said, "Mommy, what is God?"
Wow.
And I was
Wow.
like, "You are 4?" What is God? Okay. Okay. Well, and I start looking out the car and I said, "Do you see the grass over there? That's God. You see how it grows? Look at the sun. You see the sun? You see those clouds? That's God." I wanted to give her just an idea or a picture of God before we start putting, religion on it, before we
Exactly.
start putting, condemnation with it. Just something really simple that
Exactly.
4-year-old mind
I was
could
going to
grasp.
say, you don't want to get too heavy
No.
into it,
It's
but
just
just
simple.
know that everything around you is God.
It's God.
Yes.
Yeah, everything
That
around you
rain,
is
the
God.
breeze,
That's
yes.
right.
The breeze.
Exactly.
I'm like,
That's
"Baby,
God.
You feel that? That's God."
That's right.
Yes.
I love it.
Yes.
I love it.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
love
I can't wait to read that. I'm excited about that book. Oh,
Yes.
wow.
The fifth one is Willie Dinkle Whine a Lot. And of course, anybody who's had children know they go through a whiny phase,
Yes.
And some men
And some
Don't
don't,
even-
yeah,
don't
don't
even
grow
leave
out
them
of it. Don't leave them out.
right? That's
No.
true.
Yeah.
That is very true. So, I wanted to do something to where the child can see how the whining is perceived and how it affects other people. Like, nobody wants to be around that.
Right,
You know, learn how to
right.
use your words and say what it is that you need to say. If you need some attention,
Communication.
That's okay.
It starts
Right.
young.
Yeah.
Learning how to communicate your
Effective,
feelings.
though.
Exactly.
Effective
Learning
I
to
think a
communicate
lot of times
effectively.
we
You're
use
right.
the communication word. Just communicate. Arguing is communication. Fussing, whining is communication.
It is. You're
but
right.
how do we change the word and say effective?
Exactly. I was going to say it's
Positive.
the arguing and the whining is not effective communication. It's
No,
communicating.
It's communicating.
Right.
Yes, it is. And
But
I'm
it ain't
sure-
effective.
Right.
Yes, exactly.
It's not going to get you what you want.
That's right.
Exactly. And I'm sure you've both had a job or two or a situation where you've been with an adult that was whining.
Right.
You
Yes,
know?
yes.
Right.
Trying to get things done, but it's a whole lot of whining going on. So let's stop that now. We're going to work on stopping that
Now,
know,
at the early
age so that, you know, when you become an adult, you can communicate effectively.
Exactly.
What ages is the books for?
I feel like even adults can read it, but it is for elementary.
Well,
Okay.
so it'll help some adults.
Yes.
Because if you're reading it with the baby, you should
Absolutely.
be taking notes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Into it.
Lead by example.
Lead by example.
Yes. Now
Take them notes.
the one of my favorites is quiet time. This is for the adults too,
Please.
because you know technology is everywhere, and I'm ashamed to say that my 20-month-old can say the word tablet and iPhone. Okay.
Oh, my
She will
goodness.
ask for- she will ask for an iPhone. And I'm like, oh my goodness, okay, how do we get with this modern technology that we have, but balance it out and know that you still need quiet time?
Exactly.
There is time when you don't need the TV on, you don't need a phone, you don't need a tablet, you just need quiet.
Exactly.
You know, and I feel like as an adult, we do too, because you'll be laying in the bed
On the
with that
phone.
tablet.
We wake
that
up
phone.
on the phone.
Exactly.
Yes.
In the bathroom.
Exactly.
Yes.
On the phone.
Exactly, and that is true.
Right.
Because what's the first thing you do when you wake, when your eyes open up, you reach for that phone and you go to start checking
check.
everything. You start
And you
scroll-
guys,
checking
it was-
everything before you
ain't
even
it-
get out of the bed
Yes.
to brush your teeth.
And it was
You start
crazy because
checking
years
that
ago we
phone.
didn't do that.
No,
we
we
heard
didn't.
the alarm. You hit the alarm. You got up.
Yep.
You yelled 9 times for the children to get up.
Right.
And you went to the bathroom and
Exactly.
you started your day. Now, let me see who on Facebook. What she say on Facebook?
Right, exactly. You trying to catch up from the time you were asleep to the time you
How
woke
many
up. What took
comments did I
place
get?
between the
Right.
time I was asleep and
Sleep.
woke up? Who did
Right.
what
Who did
in the
what?
wee hours of the morning?
Now,
right?
Ain't that something?
Now you're going to be late.
I know, I know. But not only that, but then your mindset is completely thrown off because it's so much on that timeline with social media, the negativity, the positive.
Oh, my
it's so much.
goodness.
So
Right.
by the time you actually get your bearings straight, your mind has already taken
Consumed
in all
so
of
much
this
stuff.
foolishness
Right.
before your day even started.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So
I agree. Quiet time is necessary.
it is, and I think that if they
Necessary.
don't learn that early, like if you're crying now when I take the phone away, like I'm gonna need you to be able to be adult. I'm gonna need you to be able to do your schoolwork and stay focused
Yes,
And stay
yeah.
focused.
and
I
know
agree.
that there's a time for everything.
I agree.
I feel like if you're going to be successful, you're going to have to know when to say no, like when to put it down, how to put a time limit on it, how to manage it, and that's hard as an adult. So to begin to teach them that as a child, I think is another thing that will carry them far. It may seem simple,
Right, exactly.
but if you know how to put that phone
Oh,
away,
damn. You can get it done.
You can get it
People are
done.
losing jobs because
Yes.
they got the
Yes.
phone
Yes,
now.
they
Yeah,
are.
exactly.
Certain
Exactly.
jobs you can't be having
You
no
can't
phone
have
now.
it. And they
Right.
specified no cell phones.
No cell
Right.
phone.
No cell phones at the workstation. And how many times do we sneak and just take that?
Just like
that
the
one
kid.
look?
Ain't that something?
Right.
Girl, we be like, no. And they
I know.
like, well, I see you on the camera and your head was down. While your head was down, I was
praying.
strolling. Ain't that something?
I know.
Yeah.
So where does the inspiration come? I mean, you have so many just the ones that you've read off to
Yeah.
us. Like, is it just observation? Is it your own experiences? Or just...
It is. It's my own experiences. It is observation, definitely. I think it is just from people watching.
Exactly.
You know, just from thinking, oh, I'm just now getting this. If I could have got this a little bit earlier, things would have been different for me. How can I help somebody else to get this
Exactly.
a little bit earlier? Or
Exactly.
thinking, you know, God bless me with children, you know, and I have a blended family. So it's a total of 6 kids in the house.
Oh, wow. So,
So
you got a busy
when you're
house.
dealing with, you know, all these different ages and everything, you're like, what can I give this one? Or what does this one need? Or how do I make sure that I'm doing the very best job that I can do? If God
Exactly.
allowed me to be a part of their life, when I look
Exactly.
back, you know, 40, 50 years from now, can I say that I am happy,
Exactly.
you know, with the job?
That
Can
was
God say
assigned
that
to
He's
me.
pleased with the
Exactly.
job that I
I
did?
agree.
And
I agree.
did I do my best, you know?
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. I think that's what's most important as parents, and we worry about that, you know, because you always want your kids to do good. You always want your kids to do better than you.
Yes.
And I think that even with me, that's always in the back of my head. Like, am I doing the best that I can as a parent?
Because
You
that's
know.
all you can do.
Right. But you don't want to fall short.
Sure, yeah.
You understand? Because you know, the minute it's something terrible happens to your child, you know, you're gonna blame
Blame
yourself,
yourself.
and
Yeah.
and you start asking yourself those questions. Well, maybe I didn't do all that I could have done as a parent to prevent this from happening.
Right.
You know, and I think a lot of us parents worry about that.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So I think these books are awesome because because we're not, and I know you're not trying to take away the job of a parent because we have jobs to do.
Job.
Right.
That's right. We still
Yeah.
got to put our work in.
Yes, definitely.
But those kind of help
Yeah.
to help guide the parents and help instill in the children and say, hey, look, sit down and read this book, and then we're going
Right.
to talk about
Right.
what
Yeah,
you
we're
read.
going to have a dialogue.
You know, exactly.
Because people don't do that anymore.
That's right.
Right.
Exactly.
You know,
Yeah.
no one's really
Exactly.
sitting down and effectively
I
communicating.
agree.
It's
I
like,
agree.
you take this book, I go in the room, I get on the iPad, I get on
Exactly.
the phone,
I'm
and I
consumed
leave
with
you
everything
be.
about
Right.
except what's going on in my home with my children.
Absolutely. I
Yeah.
think it's a conversation starter, and I think we
I
do
agree.
need more conversations.
I agree.
You know, and I get it. I mean, sometimes you need a break, and it's like, here, you tell the child, here, take this phone, here, take this
Yeah.
tablet, here, go somewhere and sit down. But it has to be balanced with that communication. You know, it's hard to be positive and have an actual effect if the bond is not there.
Right.
If the relationship is not there, if it's just, you know, superficial,
Yeah.
like, oh, you know, this, you're my mom, you know, you shelter me, you clothe me, you know,
Right.
I got some food.
Right.
But in order for it to really be deeper, for it to go beyond when they get out the house, when they're grown, for you to still be able to communicate, it's conversations.
Yeah, I
Getting
agree.
to know them, and they're constantly changing. We're constantly changing.
I
So the
agree.
conversation can't stop.
I agree. I agree.
It don't stop, because I think some people think, you know, at a certain age, certain conversations, you
Right.
just think, oh, they're good. They're out of high school. They're in college. Like, no, they
Exactly.
still need check-ins. They
Yeah,
still
exactly. I tell you, I even, you know, I have a 27-year-old, and, you know, sometimes, like, he might stay out all night at his girlfriend's house, but I'm still like, I know you're 27, and I'm not telling you got to come home. You
Right.
working, you making your own money, but at least let me know
No,
that you're okay.
okay,
At
yeah.
least, hey, Mom, I'm
Yeah.
going to stay up at my girlfriend's house. I'll see you guys tomorrow. At least let me know you're okay.
Yeah.
You know, so I think we have to always stay communicating with our kids.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
definitely. Definitely.
And we don't know how much that like means until you have kids.
I know.
I was apologizing, right?
Because I felt the same way growing up. Like,
Oh my
she's getting
God.
on my nerve. I can't even go to the store. She asked me where I'm at, who I'm with. You know, you need to be back in here. I mean,
It bothered you until now
bothered
you
me,
have
and
kids and,
now-
you be like, this
Yeah.
sound a little familiar.
sound like my mother.
Sound like my mother. Like my son be like, Mom, oh my gosh, I'm just going to the movies. I'm like, I know, but you forgot to call me and let me know you're
Exactly.
leaving now.
Exactly.
Like
I
now it's
agree.
simple, like you're leaving now. You know, we used to be like, well, call me when you get there. Now I need to say, did you leave the house yet?
You know
Especially
why?
if I'm not there.
Let me tell you something.
Right.
You know why you need, because you need to know what time. Okay, so he's leaving out at
movie is
7 o'clock.
2:30.
Thank you. So the movie, he's leaving out now. I'm taking about 30 minutes to get to the movie theater. The movie gonna be
Yeah.
about 2 hours.
You
He
in
should
full
be back
calculation.
home. I know.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
But with so
you.
much stuff going on, it's
You have
Absolutely.
to. You have to. You have
do.
to. You have to.
Yep, and I find myself, saying like, "Oh, mommy, I'm sorry."
Right, exactly.
All the times when I was just running around, I could have at least said, where I went. When you feel that worry, that.
I agree.
I guess only a parent can feel you have to be a parent.
You have to be a parent. Sorry.
So
you have to be a parent.
Where can people find these books? Because
you
have a lot of books.
I
I'm
do.
looking at all these titles.
Yes, and they are the first few are being printed now, but I am on Instagram. So there's a link on there also to my website for LynnettaWrites.com.
Oh, okay.
So everything will be there.
Now I'm sitting here looking at this title, Attention Please.
Yeah, so
attention,
please.
You got my attention.
Yeah, so I think that, a lot of times children do things for attention, right? So, and even adults do things for attention.
Yes.
And it doesn't have to be good attention.
Exactly.
I just need some attention. So,
right.
I wrote that because as life changes, as mommy's busy, as daddy's busy, everybody's doing something, or a new child comes, or somebody goes off to college. Children are fighting. They're trying to grab a hold of your attention, and sometimes they may anger you as they are trying.
Exactly.
But they don't know how to communicate and say, you know what, I just need some attention. I just need you to walk with me.
Right.
Maybe talk with me. Maybe we can watch something together. Can we color?
Yeah.
What is it? So the attention, please, is to help children, to ask for the attention they need instead of tearing the house up.
Exactly.
Pulling out all the
Instead of
blocks.
falling out.
Why you in the toilet?
Yes.
No, what you say in the toilet? Oh,
How did you get in there? How?
Right.
That part. Yeah.
Right. Do you need some attention?
Exactly.
Yeah, and I think just like my girls are like, "Mommy, I need a hug." Okay. Good. Can you just sit with me? Okay.
Aww.
That's better than you tearing everything up.
Exactly.
I like that.
And that goes back to effectively communicating. Tell me what you need.
Even if you get married or try to just have a boyfriend, like you need to be able to communicate and say,
exactly.
I need some attention.
Exactly.
So as you get older and you develop other relationships, this is going to help you to communicate when you need some attention instead of shutting down. And making the situation worse. Or some children do that and they shut down and they never really open back up.
Right. Exactly. Exactly.
So.
Wow. Attention, please.
Yep. Another one that I was inspired. Anybody that knows me knows I love Anthony Bourdain. Right, so the way he goes around the world and he's always traveling.
Isn't that awesome? He goes to some amazing places.
Oh my goodness, yes.
Yeah,
and I thought about all the different people that he sees, the different culture, the different food he comes in contact with. I was like, wow, what if we could, create a book to introduce children to culture and food early? So it's like, oh, okay, they eat with their hands there. Oh, okay.
Exactly.
This is the bread they use. It's called injera, or
I like that. I like that.
I really
from
do.
country to country, so that it's not like
a
what's
culture
that,
shock.
Exactly.
You can't take him anywhere. I can't introduce
Because
you to anything.
and not only that, you really you have some kids that don't even leave their block.
Right.
That
You know
zip
what
code.
I'm saying? And so I know me, I'm an avid reader. So I know even when I'm sitting down and I'm reading, books kind of like take me away.
Yeah.
Once you start getting into that book, it just kind of takes you away. And that can be the same thing. That can be the same thing for a child. They sit down and read this book and it can actually take them
away
around the world.
Good
just
stuff.
reading
Yeah,
this
definitely.
book. I think that's awesome.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think that's awesome.
And then I just literally thought about you, Bridget, because sometimes even with religion, as we shift, again, it could be a culture shock for somebody else, friends and love. But what are
Exactly.
you doing?
Right.
But if they would have learned different things early on,
Exactly.
it's not
Exactly.
like, wouldn't be so
Exactly.
negative.
Exactly.
Or-
I remember because I had to explain it. And I explained it to my son when I had the conversation with him too. And I had to tell him, if someone asks you, Muslims are not that much different from Christians.
No.
Right.
We believe in the same, this this Quran is the same thing as the Bible.
Yes.
We believe in the same God. You know, there's some variations, but for the
Right.
most part,
It's
we're
more
on the
like
same
the
page.
same.
We're on
Yeah.
the same page. So it's not a bad thing,
Right.
you know?
And you know what? That reminds me of one of the countries that Anthony went to, and he said, "Wow, this is one of the only places in the world where you have Muslims, Christians, and
Exactly.
you know, Buddhists. Everybody's sitting here living together, and you guys
Exactly.
get along and function so
Right.
well
Exactly.
as a community. And how is that?
That's right.
You know, but
Wow.
it's because most of it, if you really take the time and just look, it's more alike than it is different.
It's more alike than
We should get along just fine.
agree.
You know,
Yeah.
regardless.
I agree.
Yeah.
You know. So if they can,
That's awesome.
if they can see that, even like being in the grocery store, you know, when kids see someone who looks different, whether you know they're Sikh or whether they're Muslim, it's not like, "Mommy, what's that?" You know,
Right, exactly.
They
Yeah.
already know.
No.
They've already been
Exactly.
exposed. It's not a big deal.
Exactly.
You know?
And I
Exactly.
think about the
think
food.
that's awesome.
You know, say if your
Yes.
children go to a multicultural school and they may have friends that's Jewish or
I
Muslim,
agree.
whatever, it's not a culture shock when they have like the potluck at the school. And it's
Right.
like, I'm not eating that.
Well, look, I'm just
Right.
gonna be honest because
Well, we
I
know-
still get that way. I
yeah,
still
you
look
know
at
what?
stuff like,
We
I don't
do,
know about
but
that.
it's not. It's
But
if
you would not be
It-
so.
I know.
You know.
Well, yeah,
Yeah, it
you're
wouldn't-
kind. You know how to kind of keep it.
keep
it
it,
in.
I know.
yeah. Because some
Right.
things again
Yes.
will look different in certain communities. because
Exactly.
My dad is African.
Oh,
So
really?
I'm
now,
u-
see that? That's
Yeah.
something that I learned.
Yeah,
I didn't
so
know
he's,
that. See?
from Ghana.
Okay.
So a lot of the food like peanut butter stew and jollof rice, all of that type of
Mm-hmm.
stuff. Somebody else look at it and like, that stuff stink. That stuff, you know, they have all these opinions like, you ain't tasted.
Right.
Right, exactly.
Get into
right.
Exactly. Give it a try.
Give it a
Exactly.
try.
I
Because you will
think that's
change,
great.
it'll change your life.
So, what do your kids think about all these awesome books? They're probably like, "I'm not reading that, mommy."
Oh, you know what? They are really into it. Like they
Oh,
want to
really?
draw for me and everything.
Oh,
yeah.
great.
One of my 10-year-olds, she's a great drawer, but everything that she draws is usually like the more from the Asian. What is it? They have the they have a certain type of style of
style.
drawing, yeah, for like Pokemon and stuff like
Oh,
that.
yeah, those.
that
Okay,
style.
yeah, I don't know
Okay.
the name because I'm not.
I'm like,
but I
baby,
know
you
exactly
are
what you're
really
talking about.
good. You are gonna draw for me, but we gotta just get a little bit more variety. But
Right.
they love it. They want to write in it. Even the 5-year-old, she likes to. It's like, "Mommy, look at the picture that I made for this book."
Oh, that's
you know,
great. That's
so
great.
they're actually really into it.
So I know that you are an artist as well.
Yep. So I illustrate all my books myself.
Very
as well.
good.
And
Very
so for
good.
me, that is also like an outlet too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just, and I actually enjoy it. I definitely believe that, you know, whatever you decide to do, that you should enjoy it.
Yeah.
The world would be different if we all just enjoyed what
we
you
did.
know, what we
Exactly.
did.
I
So,
agree. I agree.
Yeah. So when I'm doing that, I'm not thinking about, oh, you know, is this going to bring me great profit, or oh, is this, you know,
Exactly.
going to be accepted by the world? It's more so like, oh wow, I'm able to
Exactly.
express myself.
Exactly.
I
you know,
like
and
this.
I always say if you can do something that you enjoy doing, that means that you're going to put your all into it. You might not get paid right away, but because you're putting your best into it,
Yeah.
it's going to come.
Absolutely.
It
The
will.
profit will come from it.
It is.
Yes.
Because
I
you
do
got to
have
be
to
mission
enjoy
driven.
exactly, but you have to enjoy
Yeah.
what you're doing.
And everything just comes.
And it'll come. I agree.
So you do a lot of stuff. You do hair. And
I do. I've been doing that now for like 20 years.
Wow. Awesome.
Yeah, I just love art. I think that's the passion.
I was gonna
in
say,
me.
yeah, you have that creative,
Yeah.
artistic,
That's
everything.
the artist in us.
Exactly.
Yes, if I'm not doing something creative, I don't feel right. Like I can
Exactly.
only go so long without having some form of creativity or bringing something, you know, to
Exactly.
life. Like on vacation, I remember I was somewhere, probably in South America, in the mountains somewhere, who knows? But I'd been gone for 2 weeks. I started dreaming about doing hair. I started dreaming about
Wow.
drawing. Like it was almost as if I've been gone away too long from what I love to do. I got to get
Right.
back to it.
Oh, awesome, awesome. So you have a plethora of books here. How long does it take you to write
It's
each
so
book?
funny. Sometimes it just hits me in the car, and I got my phone. I'm trying to record, and I'm driving, and I'm talking into my phone.
Oh wow.
And then when I get home, I'll look at my husband and say, "Babe, what does this sound like? He was like, oh, that sounds like you got something right
Right.
there. I was like, yeah, I was just driving down the street and I saw, this or I saw that. And I just started to record it. So once I do that, then I'll spend, my evenings just sitting in the bed drawing.
Exactly.
That's good.
To go with it.
So it was a key thing that I heard.
Wow.
Record. Because sometimes people ask me, like, it just seemed like it's taking me so long to write. I'm not good at writing. And I told them I used to record myself.
Yeah.
Because sometimes, you're
That's
good
true.
with words.
Right.
And it just, you're like, okay, I don't know how to do. Just talk it.
Get
And
it
then
out.
That's what your editor is for.
Yes.
They'll clean it up. Just talking to your phone.
Exactly.
Yep.
Exactly.
And that's how I was able to finish different chapters.
Right.
I
And-
paused.
Right.
I went back.
And two, I think you
Right.
won't forget. Like, you'll have a great
Yeah.
idea. Won't you have a great idea in the morning? And you'll be like, you know what?
What was that idea?
I can't
By the
remember
time you
now.
get up and you done got
I shoulda
yourself
wrote
cleaned
that
up, brushed
down.
your teeth, got ready for
Right.
work. By the time you get to the car, you're
Right.
like, it was something I thought of,
That
and I
could've been your
wanted to
$1
write
million
it down.
idea.
Right, and you,
Yes.
it's completely, it's
It's
gone.
gone. It's gone.
Just like that.
Bye bye, birdie.
Right. So you got to use those phones for something good.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
Whatever it is that comes to you, it may seem silly at the time. It may not seem like it's going anywhere. It may seem like just a piece, but just go
Right.
ahead on and record it.
Exactly.
So how can they find you?
You can find me on Facebook or Instagram under Lynetta Carson Owens and www.lynettawrites.com or lynettathestylist.com.
Yes.
So
Perfect.
yep.
Yes.
Either way, Facebook, Instagram.
Okay. When are the books being published?
So the first one will be on the site, and I'll put it on Facebook and Instagram to the end of this month.
Okay.
Okay.
And then after that, they'll just flow. I just wanted to make sure that I had something
Awesome.
to be consistent with.
Right,
Not
exactly.
like she put a book out and it's 3 years later.
Exactly.
here's
So
the
it's
second
going to be
one.
bam, bam, bam.
It's a series, kind
Yes,
of.
it is a
It's
series.
You know what?
Okay.
And that's what
I
I was gonna
forgot
ask you
that. It is
earlier.
a series. It's
Yeah,
called The
it's-
Very Best Me That I Can Be.
There it is.
Yeah,
There it is.
the very best me that I can
See,
be.
you
under
heard
the
it
eye.
first
There
at
it is.
UStyle Magazine Talk Radio.
Yes.
You heard it
Yes.
first.
I love that.
Yes.
And every single book underneath this title is basically taking you right
Yes.
back to being the very
Very
best
best.
me
Yep.
I can be. I love that.
Yes.
And it
That's
just
right.
touches everything to make you a well-rounded
Yes,
individual.
well-rounded
I
person.
love that.
Yep.
I love
Oh,
it.
I can't wait to
I
read.
know. I know.
I'm
I
so
know.
proud
And
of
do you
her.
think you'll go out to like schools, like elementary
I
schools?
do want to
and-
do that.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Honey, I
Yeah.
want to go to Africa. I want to go
I love it. See?
everywhere because I feel like this is not just for the children in the U.S. I mean, imagine how
I
much
agree.
easier things would be if children had a respect for other cultures, for the food they eat, for the clothes they wear.
You better stop.
You better say
You
it.
know, I'm just sitting here and my mind just completely went like, just think of the places that you can go
Yeah.
with this, the
Yeah.
countries.
Going on
that-
tour.
Yes,
Right.
exactly. An international book tour.
And this actually
International
can
book
be
tour, that's
sold
right.
to different schools.
Yeah,
I've
I would love
seen
to
where
do that.
people have sold their
Exactly.
curriculum, sold a series to maybe a
Exactly.
daycare.
Exactly.
I definitely wanna
I
do
can
that.
see
Wow,
that.
that's awesome.
Yeah,
Amanda.
I feel
That's
like
awesome.
if that child, across the seas is reading the same book that the one is right
That's
here,
right. That's
I'll
right.
understand that I can respect your beliefs and you can respect mine. And we
Exactly.
can be different and still get along.
We
you
can
know?
be different
We
and
can
still
eat
get along.
different
That's
and both
right.
still be healthy. I
Yes.
respect your diet. You can respect mine.
I respect your fried chicken.
right.
And you don't respect
My guinea pig.
my
okay.
guinea pig.
Oh,
Absolutely.
Right.
Y'all
okay.
are wrong.
That's right.
And my kale chips. You gonna respect it.
Awesome. Well, I think that is a beautiful thing. And again, you said they can catch you on what's your social media handles?
Yes. So Instagram, Lynetta Carson Owens. Facebook, Lynetta Carson Owens. And LynettaWrites.com and LynettaTheStylist.com.
Perfect. And how soon can they start? Can they like pre-order the first release?
Yes,
or-
definitely. If you would like
Perfect.
to pre-order, just send me a message. Either way, Facebook Facebook or Instagram.
Awesome. See, I learned about this pre-ordering thing from my girl Lonnie.
Yes,
You know,
girl.
and
You,
I'm
'cause
learning
you can be
too.
the first.
I'm learning
You
too.
can be the
Pre-ordering,
first, honey. Because when them books
sorry.
came, I shipped them out. They had their orders. It was
Yes.
amazing. I was like, okay, before it hits Amazon, they're going to be the
That's
first.
right.
And I shipped them out, and I personally wrote in them.
All right.
Exactly.
And
The
I will
ones
do
who
that
go
too.
to Amazon, honey, you didn't get it autographed. Sorry. Because you missed the pre-order. That's what
right.
happens when you
What
get a
Lonnie
little
just
late.
said.
Get a
I'ma
little
do
late.
that.
So get it
Exactly.
early so you can actually have my signature. So when I blow up, you can
That's
say,
right.
look,
You
look,
got
look,
the
look.
first. Mhm.
Yeah,
Exactly.
that part.
Awesome.
Yeah, so do that. Please do. Pre-order.
Yes. So you get the signed copy.
Yeah,
So that's
definitely.
This was an awesome show.
Yes,
I
definitely.
want to actually bless the both of you.
You know, she always
I'm
does
always
these
bringing
little pop-ups.
gifts.
Yes. She works
Yes.
my nerves.
I know, I do. So I brought 2 gifts, and I
Let's
want
see.
you guys to open it up
Oh goodness. Okay.
so they can see the new gifts, so people
Look
can
at
see what they
Lonnie.
didn't get.
Yes.
Oh,
Oh,
I love
my
it.
goodness.
Yes.
Is
And
this
it's
the
20
journal?
Look at this.
Yes,
It's the journal.
This is the
Breakthrough.
journal.
the journal.
So
Yes.
I know, Bridget. I know you're going. You're going into greatness,
And this is perfect.
and this is perfect. So
This
it
is
actually gives you
perfect.
prompts in there.
Yes, this
I
is
love it.
perfect. I do.
Yes.
Oh, Lonnie B.
Yes.
Look at
And
that.
actually, I gave each
Say
one
it
of you
is
guys
all
a affirmation
And
card,
supports me.
Okay.
Oh, I love this.
and I want you guys to recite it every morning. You got
Yes.
your pencil,
And it
I
says
love
beauty
this.
after
the
broken.
broken. Yes.
Exactly.
I love this here. It says, "What brings you peace today? How and
this.
why?" Now that's something to get you right.
Yes, to get you writing.
Where's my pen?
Is your
My
pencil in there?
Yes. Oh, this
Oh,
is
what did
nice.
what do your affirmation cards say?
Yes.
Oh, you want to
I
go
love.
first?
Oh, I love that. Mine says, "I am safe in the universe, and all life loves and supports me." On the back, it says, "I breathe in the fullness and the richness of life. I observe with joy as life abundantly supports me and supplies me with more good than I can imagine."
Oh,
That is beautiful.
You'll make me cry.
I love it. This is something to read every day for sure.
Exactly. And yours says,
Mine says, "The past is over.
I love that.
This is a new day, one that I have never lived before. I stay in the now and enjoy each and every moment."
I love that.
That's beautiful.
yes.
I love
And
it.
this has been an amazing moment. Lonnie,
Yes.
we thank you so much, my dear.
You're welcome.
You know, you always just
Full of
I'm
surprises.
Yes,
always. I'm
always.
telling you, always. So, you guys, we hope that you enjoyed tonight's show. This was awesome. It was amazing. Just some very good information. Make sure that you reach out, support, get some of these beautiful, beautiful books. Even if you don't have any kids, make sure you get them and
Please.
give
Nieces,
somebody
nephews.
else's
You
child.
got a
Exactly.
niece.
Your best friend's baby.
Yes.
Right. The
When
baby
you
is
go
on the
to
way.
baby shower.
Right.
Exactly.
Bless them with books.
Exactly.
They get enough
Knowledge
Pampers,
is
y'all.
power.
Exactly.
They get enough onesies.
Exactly.
Bless them
they
with
do.
books.
Exactly. So
Absolutely.
thank you guys so much for tuning in. We thank you for joining us tonight.
Yes.
Thank you
have
so
been
much. It's
definitely
been an honor.
amazing, and you brought all this sunshine up here with us
Yes.
tonight.
Oh, I love it.
So you
Thank
guys,
you.
we are wishing you all an amazing week as always. I'm not falling out my chair, so I'm not going to tell y'all to fall into your week.
Honey, you should have
Not-
failed last week. So if you missed the fall,
That's too
Sorry.
bad.
I'm
bad.
not falling tonight.
No.
So I am wishing you guys an awesome week. Thank you for joining us again over here at the UStyle Magazine Talk Radio Show. We will see you again next Sunday. Same place, same time. Right here at WLVS's Listen Vision UStyle Magazine Talk Radio Show.
All right.
We'll see you guys then.
bye bye.
Bye.